The North Star proves the Earth is a sphere. A lot of flat earthers seem to have no knowledge about the North Star. They don't understand that it's way, way further away than all the other stars. That's why it appears to never move in the sky, because it's so distant. That's what we're told.
You're so off. I hope you know how bad you're completely wrong about that. What do you mean?
How am I completely wrong about that?
Because
that's mathematics.
What do you mean it's mathematics? So the other stars that do circles in the sky has something to do with their distance from the Earth?
Absolutely.
Oh boy.
Well, dude, I don't understand why that's funny. The North Star is supposed to be way further away than all those other stars.
The star is between 400 and 500 light years away. That it's not far at all compared to every other star. The stars are all such equal distances away from the Earth. Not equal. I'm saying they are all so incredibly far that they all act identical. That's why we see star circles, because even though one might be 100 light years and the other one might be 4,000 light years, even though that's a couple 100 trillion miles difference, they do the exact same thing. The reason the North Star stays where it is because it's directly aligned with the axis of the Earth. That's the reason why it stays where it is. Has nothing to do with its distance. It's not even...
According to the model, anyways.
Yeah, according to the model. And this is why I hate explaining the globe.
Look, so I just have to say something. The average star, in terms of science, this is scientific understanding, the average star is 4.3 light years from the Earth. This is the scientific knowledge. I'm just saying this is what's out there, and everyone can verify this.
Star.
The average star is 4.3 light years away. The North Star is said to be 433.8 light years away. That's over 100 times further away. So, jeranism, this is what I mean with the flat Earth community, because all night you've been saying I'm not researched. Look, I'm very well researched in a way because I studied this stuff in school. I was always top of my class, jeranism. I'm not just any...
I'm trying to
look,
you're wrong.
The North Star is 100 times further away than the average star. So you can't just say it's just like all the other ones, because it's not true.
What you're saying is completely false, Zach. The closest star to us is 4 light years away. The closest star. Okay, so when you say the average star is a couple thousand light years, could be 1 million light years. What stars are you considering when you're taking an average? You're talking about all the stars? That doesn't make any sense. Some stars are billions of light years
further away.
Yes.
Yeah, some stars are billions of light years away. What do you mean?
The North Star is special. It's a lot more distant than the majority of stars in the sky. Anyone can look this up. Look, if you're in the flat Earth and you're into this debate right now, look it up after jeranism and I are done talking.
The furthest star is known, according to the model, is 13.3 billion light years away. So that's...
Right, so take an average. The average isn't going to come out to 4.
The North Star you said is how many, babe? How many million?
It's between 400 and 500.
But millions. So
No. The North Star is 400 or 500 light years away.
Okay, so that's...
But that's not an average. It's a very...
The North Star is also, I forget what they call it in space. It's in a special spot, too, supposedly right above the North Pole. But the fact that it is so distant is the reason it appears to never move in the sky. And the point is I hear a lot of flat Earth channels saying that the North Star never moves, and that is proof that we're stationary. But if you look at the mathematics of how far away it is, it's explained why it is what it is. And there's a reason sailors have used it for 1,000 years and probably longer than that to sail the oceans.
No.
You're basically wrecking your channel right now, because this is going to be repeated over and over again. You're going to get shown that you had no clue what you're talking about. So I'm just telling you, I would stop talking about that. Look up the things you're saying first.
Don't look up things that support what you were taught in school, because that's what. Well,
even he's not talking about anything that's close to being correct. The North Star being at the center and not moving has absolutely zero to do with its distance from Earth. Nothing.
It's because we're tilted and spinning.
It's because we're tilted and the axis of the Earth is pointed at the North Star. Yeah. It wouldn't matter if it was the closest star or the furthest star. It would still be at that spot and not move. It has nothing to do with its distance. And it's actually on a lower end. It's actually on the...
It has everything to do with its distance, because that's how perspective works. It's like if you're standing in front of a tree and you take a step to the right, it looks like the tree... Now you're not looking at the tree anymore. But if you're a great distance away and you take a step to the right, the tree's still right in front of you.
Yeah, parallax. But there is no parallax in the stars. It's not noticeable by the human eye. It's detectable by equipment, but it's not. The human eye can't decipher that. It has nothing to do with what you're talking about.